Codename Leggett calling Base Command. Come in, Base Command.
Base Command here. Patching secondary stream.
Codename Chance here. Ready for mission briefing.
You two met on Nar Shaddaa, so I'll skip the introductions. Welcome to Taris. 1,000 years of civilization reduced to toxic muck.
It could be worse. I was assigned to Hutter. Twice.
I spent a week in the Coruscant sewers once.
A long time ago, Taris was a Republic world. A Sith Lord bombed it. Now we're trying to rebuild, and the Empire's unhappy.
Your people sent shock troops. Devastator units.
It's a mess. The last thing we need is a rogue element, but that's what we've got. Along with Sith and Republic troops, there's a corrupt Jedi down there. You're going to stop her.
I thought Jedi was supposed to be incorruptible.
They're not perfect, but they're supposed to know better. Kai Sazin, Jedi Knight and hero of Tazla. Rising star in the Jedi Order, but she's rotten to the core. Half her missions end with someone dying. Technology and artifacts disappear from under her protection.
Her last report said she'd come to Taris because the Force called her here.
I believe Kai Sazin is building a power base. I need you to find out how and why, and bring me hard evidence.
You sound like you're taking this personally.
I'm disappointed is all, but you're right. No good fretting. Chance will be your contact. He'll take it from here.
Yes, sir. Surveilling Kai Sazin has been difficult, but we believe she recently mounted a raid on an Empire-controlled laboratory. We'll begin our investigation there. You need to obtain access to the laboratory from Imperial Command.
Suppose I refuse. Can Agent Chance force me to obey?
Chance may be young, but he has all the experience and authority he needs. Now, get to work, both of you. Base Command out.
Sir, I'll monitor your holocalls to track the investigation. I'll be in touch soon.
Attention on deck!
I'm tracking a Jedi, and I need immediate access to the research laboratory in this sector.
You're talking about the Godera laboratory?
Apologies, sir. I didn't realize we were to be honored by the hand of Jadis. Lieutenant Nida, liaison officer.
I wasn't expecting to be recognized.
I asked that all intelligence arrivals be flagged. When I saw your designation, well, I try to stay abreast of affairs.
Contacting the laboratory for clearance, sir.
Your associate should be at the lab already. He took a security team about a week ago. You'll find it in good hands.
What are you talking about? Who's at the lab?
He was from Imperial Intelligence. I assumed you were together.
I can't pick up anything from the laboratory comm, but there's something on a secondary channel.
To base, Dr. Loken is safe, but the rat ghouls are everywhere. Orange-level infestation. We'll attempt to...
Get it back!
I can't. Our team must have been overrun by the rat ghouls. We'll have to burn the whole lab.
Destroying that facility will disrupt an Imperial Intelligence operation. Am I clear?
Clear, sir.
The Rak ghouls are mutants, victims of a Tarisian plague that alters human physiology.
Standing orders are to cluster bomb nest sites to contain the infestation.
You want to reach the lab to track your Jedi, you'll be facing a swarm. I can't offer anything but aerial bombardment.
Your security officer said Dr. Loken was safe. Who's Dr. Loken?
He's the intelligence officer I mentioned. I don't know much else. If you need him, I can put the bombers on hold, but you'll have to clear the rat ghouls manually.
You take me to the best places. We go looking for a Jedi, you show me a rat ghoul nest.
Is this a lab or a mass grave?
You can lower your weapon. There are no rat ghouls in here. The late Private Rallan dispatched the last of them before succumbing.
Cypher 9, Imperial Intelligence. You must be Dr. Loken.
Yes. Official designation, Fixer 15. How good to meet you. Watcher 4 assigned me here for a cleanup operation. I assume you're here for a similar reason?
What sort of cleanup operation?
I'll show you. Mind the bodies. This laboratory belonged to a man named Nason Godera. Utterly brilliant. Invented everything from durable plastifoam to the death-marked laser. But his relationship with the Republic is rocky. By the time we captured this sector, he was already gone. I came to catalog the contents of his lab, and I wasn't the first.
My sources reported there was a raid here.
You have good sources. Watch.
Is that the last of the defenses? Stay on your guard and destroy the monitors, then find the device.
We stole research, equipment, and something Nason Gadera called an ultra-wave transmitter. I haven't a clue what it does. I suggest we pool resources. A fixer and a cipher investigating a thieving Jedi for Imperial intelligence.
I appreciate the offer, Doctor. But why don't you tell me what you know, and I'll get out of your way?
If you insist. This wasn't the only recent raid on a science facility. This planet attracts brilliance, and someone has been purloining databanks across the ruins. Based on the pattern, I suspect the Jedi's next target is an abandoned bioresearch facility near a red-level Rakghoul colony. We can find it together.
There must be a reason she's going after these places.
That's what we need to discover. You should be able to locate the facility by triangulating its signal from the swamps. I'll correlate the data. You intercept the Jedi.
Will you be safe here, without your security team?
How very kind. I assure you I'll be fine. Here's the triangulation device. Give my regards to the toxic swamp.
This is Chance to Leggett. Come in, Leggett. I know you're busy, sir, so I'll keep it short. Any progress finding Kai Sazin?
I was hoping you'd turn up something.
The SIS doesn't have much presence on Taris, and the military hasn't seen much of Sazin since she landed. We're in the dark, but we'll keep looking. Contact me if you find anything.
Authority looks good on you.
That wasn't really what I was going for, but thank you.
Cypher, I think we have our lead. I'm receiving faint signals from an old Tarisian transport station. Were I a betting man, I'd say our bio-research lab, our Jedi's next target, is in there.
Do you have any more information on the area?
Nothing pertinent. I understand the lab itself was built by one Dr. Durant. Departed. I don't know whether the Jedi and her people have found the lab yet, so do be cautious. I look forward to hearing what you find.
They're of one mind, like a swarm. But where is their queen?
You are not to be here. You are not welcome.
Tell it to me with a mouth full of blood.
Die in her name! Striking at the servants of Kai Sazin, you have sealed your fate. I may die, but she will never be defeated.
Moderate your tone. You're in no position to insult anyone.
Kai Sazin saved our homeland. My life belongs to her. You will become dust, still ignorant of what happened.
You'll talk sooner or later. Improvised interrogations are my speciality. For example, this is a bio-research lab, isn't it? What do you think would happen if I injected you with these chemicals?
You would not.
We don't know what this place was built for.
Of course, I should probably test the dosage on your men first.
Enough! I will not. I will not allow that. We came to find the secrets of the ultra-wave transmitter, a machine crafted by Nasan Godera. Its signals are the song of the Rakghouls. It controls their colonies. When it is ready, they will be her army.
You stole the transmitter, but you needed something more. Am I right?
The ultra-wave transmitter was never completed. That is our task. The three chosen of Kai Sazin, each with our own mission. I was to obtain Rakghoul biological research from this, the laboratory of Dr. Durant. The chosen Bokeh seeks data on colony movements. The chosen Fentar seeks a Republic scientist, Dr. Iana Sel, to complete the device. They will triumph soon.
And Kai Sazin? Where is she?
I have told you of my brothers so they may meet you in battle, but I will tell you nothing more.
I appreciate your help. Don't take this personally.
We don't lack for enemies. Maybe it's time to contact friends.
This is Legate to Chance. We have a situation with Kai Sazon.
Chance here, sir. I'm listening. Building a rat ghoul army with the ultrawave transmitter? Why? She has 2 more sets of followers then. One going after this Republic scientist, one after the rat ghoul colony data. We'll have to split up to stop them both.
Now I get to see how much you can handle.
Are you? Never mind. Later. I'll try to find our scientist before the Nikto do. If this doctor's cell works for the colonists, I should have a shot. You need to figure out where they'd go for rat ghoul colony scans.
You handle the rat ghoul research, and I'll rescue the brilliant scientist.
Not in Republic territory, you won't. I've been listening to your calls. I know you're in touch with a Dr. Loken. His file makes him into a ghost. 12 confirmed kills over 30 years, and nothing else. But he knows the science, the transmitter, and the rat ghouls. I'm not saying trust him, but he could help us to stop the Nikto. Chance out.
Cypher, back with hardly a scratch. And here I am, practically electrocuting myself on Nason Gadera's equipment. How embarrassing.
I need to know one thing. If you were after data on rat ghoul colony movements, where would you go?
What a very odd thing to ask. Cypher, do you plan on defecting to the rat ghouls?
You have a strange sense of humor.
It's a strange world. But in any case, rat ghouls are a hobby of mine. If I wanted rat ghoul colony data, I'd set up a sensor net to collect field readings. If I didn't have a sensor net, I'd use the settlers' sensors along the military front lines. Full of data your friends will want, unless you claim it first.
You're a useful man to have around.
Thank you. And I'm not finished. My own recipe of colto-derivative combat stimulants. Medicine to make you more deadly. Against your enemies, you'll need it.
Now let's hope we can keep the data out of Kai Sazon's hands.
This is Chance to Legate. Can you hear me?
Legate to Chance. I stopped Kai Sazon's servants. They won't be getting that rat ghoul colony data.
Fantastic. I wish my news were that good.
Have you been injured?
Yeah, blaster burns. But the shrapnel's worse. I tracked down that scientist Kai Sazon is after. She agreed to meet me in the ruins. The scouts spotted me. I ditched them, but I'm bleeding fast.
You said the scientist was meeting you in the ruins. Where?
Somewhere close by. I'll explain, but I have to be sure. Keyword, onomatophobia. I'm ordering you to my location at Dynamite General. Sending coordinates now.
I'm on my way to Dynamite General.
I'm sorry, Cypher. It's just... I don't want to die like this.
They can't resist using it. But you still have your mind. You can still think. That's your escape.
Chance, I came to meet you.
Thank you. I'm not... Please, listen. Iana's cell is in here somewhere. The scientist Kai Sazon needs to repair the ultrawave transmitter. The scientist will only meet with SIS. Tell her the password. Gemstone.
You don't look well. How much blood do you think you've lost? A liter? 2?
If you can patch me up, I can... If you patch me up, I can get to an evac point. Keyword, Anna, Mod...
You can't say it, can you? Goodbye, Chance.
Please. Please.
Clever. But you can't kill them all this way.
Dr. Yanasel. I'm with the SIS. Password Gemstone. You agreed to meet with us?
Don't move. Just... hell. I barely know how to fire one of these things. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. I've been hiding from that Jedi for weeks.
If you don't make this worth my while, I can still let her have you.
Let me show you something. I kept it with me as evidence.
Dr. Cell, you haven't returned my calls. That's disappointing. The Jedi have plans for the rat ghouls, but I can't move forward without your support. Turn yourself over to the Nikto, or I'll make my case to you in person.
She's not a Jedi. She already killed Dr. Vernon and Professor Vrawl when they couldn't fix some transmitter. I'm the last rat ghoul expert on Taris.
If you really are the last, then it's over. The ultrawave transmitter is a dead project.
Assuming she doesn't find another way. And if she's halfway there... If that's yours, I can wait.
What is it?
Cypher, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I believe I have a solution for both you and Dr. So.
You want to explain where you heard that name?
Yes, well, I was hoping you wouldn't ask that.
Who is this?
Dr. Eckhard Loken. I saw your lecture on xenometaphoric epidemiology. I understand your misgivings. How did he track me here? How did he survive the ruins unscathed? Both reasonable questions. But like you, I'm a resourceful person, and we do share a common goal. We're all friends of the Republic here. Right, Dr. Cell?
We can discuss our common interests another time. Make your pitch.
Thank you. Dr. Cell, I'd like you to tell the Republic that I'm your assistant.
You've gotta be kidding.
I know Rak-Ghoul science well enough to convince Kaisazin that I'm an adequate substitute for Cell. I'll be taken to the ultrawave transmitter. Once captive, I signal you, and you find Kaisazin and the transmitter. And rescue me, of course.
If you deviate from the plan, you won't get out alive.
Understood. Doctor, please contact the authorities on an unsecured channel. Tell them your assistant is at Dynamet General and must be found.
It's your life on the line. Just be careful. Both of you.
One last thing while I wait to be captured. There is a chance the Republic will jam my signal to you. Before you come for Kaisazin, you'll have to sabotage their jamming stations. They're guarded by wilderness troopers. A good warm-up for fighting a Jedi Knight.
Cypher, this is Dr. Loken. I hope you're receiving this because I'm not going to get another chance. I'm inside Kaisazin's base. She and her people are housed in an abandoned tunnel system in the main Republic compound. The ultrawave transmitter is here. When you arrive, I'll do my best to cause a ruckus, but please hurry.
This is Base Command to Leggett. Agent Chance has failed to report in. Therefore, I have to assume he's compromised. You are now primary on this mission.
He probably got distracted by a shiny puddle.
Have some respect. He's part of our team. Keyword onomatophobia. Your new objective is to retrieve the ultrawave transmitter from Kaisazin. I still want the Jedi taken down if possible, but she can't be our priority.
What makes the ultrawave transmitter important?
That's not your concern. Just get it back to me. May the Force be with you. Base Command out.
Hey, if we kill her, can I have a lightsaber?
Funny. When the Nikto said a girl was coming after me, I thought she'd be a challenge.
And when I heard a Jedi was leading a Nikto cult, I thought she'd be older than 12.
It is her. She who killed my brothers.
Easy, Fentar. We can call each other names, but I'm about to become ruler of all Taris. And then, when I own this place, I'll take my cult and my Rakghouls and make a nasty little paradise for anyone who swears loyalty.
You're insane. And soon you'll be dead.
So overconfident.
Kutogi kumpa, Gigi no lia makechisa.
Not now! I'm going to deal with you. I am going to kill you. And then back to business. Oh, you cheating little... Ugh. The Nikto said you were good, but I'm still their savior. When I'm gone, they'll sing the death song of Threshalu. What do you say to that?
You were a savior. Now you're a martyr.
The Nikto said you were good, but I'm still their savior. When I'm gone, they'll sing the death song of Threshalu. What do you say to that?
I am the Hand of Darth Jadis. I speak in his name, and I recognize your power. There is a place for you in the Empire.
The Hand of Jadis. Really? Is that why you came here? To stop me and then recruit me when I'm down?
Don't flatter yourself. The Nikto are more dangerous than you.
Then I hope they do what I can't.
Cripes. When Jedi go nuts, they don't get around.
Oscar stupa.
How invigorating. Cypher, I hope you don't mind that I freed myself. I wanted the chance to look through Kai Seizen's research.
You tried to play me from the beginning. Now I'm out of patience.
Everything I've done has been to your benefit. While I was examining Kai Seizen's laboratory, I found this. The ultra-wave transmitter. It's all yours.
What the hell are you?
You're understandably suspicious. As soon as we distance ourselves from the Republic Army, I promise to answer all your questions.
No more delays, Doctor. Explain.
The short version, then. Yes, I used you to gather data on the Rak Ghouls. Kai Seizen was collecting research. You were after Kai Seizen. And as you've seen, I'm using the data for a side project. I find the Rak Ghoul virus bracing.
Get a team in! Something's going on!
That would be the Republic. May we reconvene later?
That's for lying.
Fair enough. I'll see you back at base.
Dr. Loken?
Cypher. I'd like to make a proposal. For 5 minutes, you and I pretend to trust one another. We lay our cards on the table. No lies, no hidden recorders. Just truth.
You don't expect me to fall for that.
This isn't a ploy, I assure you. As I told you before, I came to Taris to further my studies of the Rak Ghouls. Kai Seizen stole research I desired. My goal was to perfect a custom strain of the Rak Ghoul virus. Keyed to my own genetic structure, it currently allows free reversion between human and Rak Ghoul forms.
You thought you'd turn yourself into a monster, naturally.
There are advantages. Consider an unarmed operative who could enter a secure location and grow teeth. I'm merely a test subject. Of course, our superiors wouldn't agree with my choice of personal projects. It seems both of us lied about being sent here by Imperial intelligence.
That's a very interesting theory. Maybe you should explain.
I don't think too much elaboration is wise. But your unusual contacts? Your search for the ultrawave transmitter? I understand, Cypher, that working without official sanction can be a necessary evil. But, given what we know about one another, I think I ought to stay close to you. An alliance rather than mutual destruction.
I don't like you, and I certainly don't trust you. Why would I let you aboard my ship?
You're not my ideal company either. But trust and friendship aren't necessary for a beneficial partnership. You and I could be enemies. This is vastly more convenient.
You can join my team, but one misstep, and you're floating through space.
I'll gather my belongings and meet you on board. Oh, and one last thing. About the ultrawave transmitter. You know that Nason Gadera was notorious for hiding secrets in his devices? Encrypted codes, maps to lost projects? Just something I heard. I'll see you shortly.
If he tries to talk to me, I'm tearing his head off. Otherwise, I'm good with this.